Alright, welcome to my new game. This is Lollipop Chainsaw, probably my favorite game, if not one of my favorite games of 2012. It's one of the few games that's come out recently that I've just had so much fun with. This is an absolutely fun game from beginning to end. Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun. I won't be talking through the cutscenes because the cutscenes are like half the fun of it. It's really, really funny. It's a really well-written and clever game. So, enjoy the opening cutscenes.
Welcome to my bedroom. Don't think that me letting you in here is an invitation for any funny stuff. I mean, not that I have a problem with funny stuff. Especially not if you really like the person. But that isn't what I wanted to talk about. Today is, as they say in Spain, my cumpleaños. That's right, my birthday. I'm 18 today. These are my girls on the San Romero cheer squad. We've gone to the Nationals 3 years in a row. But we haven't won yet. Ugh. To keep my energy up, I eat lollipops. I know what you're thinking. I'm getting so fat, but they're so yum. This is my family. My older sister Cordelia won a gold medal in riflery last year, and she has a lot of secret meetings with guys I think are college scouts. My little sister Rosalind just got her license, which makes me kind of think the DMV are idiots. My girlfriends say my dad is a total dilf, but try as they might, they could never come between him and my mom. She is so cool. It's because of her, my sisters and I all wear our vaginas proudly. God, she and my dad love each other so much. Speaking of true love, this is my boyfriend, Nick. It F's me up how much I really like him. My family's throwing me a birthday party after school. Nick is totally freaked out having to meet my family for the first time. But I'm even more freaked out for him to find out about my family. Because even though they're the most amazing ever, some of our traditions are a little unusual. Nick's already so sweet to never complain about my ginormous fat butt. If he finds out I'm the #1 world's biggest weirdo, he might not stick around. I'd be so sad. I think I'd seriously cry forever. Oh no! I'm totally late! I was supposed to meet him before school. I'm so lame. Ugh. I hope Nick isn't mad. That's about the worst thing that could ever happen! Oh my god! What the heck happened? Gross! Back off! No! Yeah! Seriously? Dude. The hell? And on my birthday, too! Like I'm not already late enough! Gross! Stupid! Undead douchebags! OMFG! This is so irritating.
Alright, so yeah, gameplay. I'll explain how the game works. You can jump around, there's a jump button. You don't have heavy attacks and light attacks as much as you have, like, an upper and a lower attack, which I guess I'll show here. Sometimes you'll have quick time events to open doors, but those aren't really that often. Pretty much it's a game about killing zombies. It doesn't get really much deeper than that, but This is sparkle hunting. You get points for this. You can get ranked at the end of each level. You have to beat your father's rank in order to unlock certain things, and it's just better. There's a lot of things I have to explain at once. But anyway, there's an upper and a lower attack. Use the upper attack for enemies that are standing upright, and it acts sort of as a heavy attack. And enemies that are on the ground, you use the lower attack, which is when she sweeps kind of towards her knees. If you hold down the stun attack, which is square, you can do kind of like a butt attack, where you kind of attack zombies with your butt and stun them. And if an enemy is stunned, I believe it only takes one hit to kill them. Now, this game was at least made creatively by Suda51, or Gochi Suda. He made No More Heroes, Killer 7, Killer is Dead, which just came out. I haven't played it yet, but I'm really excited for it. And you could definitely tell, because this game reminds me a lot of No More Heroes. The main character name is Juliet Starling. She's voiced by Tara Strong, who you probably know as Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, Raven from Teen Titans, and a bunch of other stuff. Timmy Turner from Fairly Odd Parents. This is probably one of my favorite roles of hers. The whole voice cast in this game is really great.
Awesome! I'm still alive!
Pretty zombie medals.
Thanks, kid. Really great work. See if you can get anyone else out.
Be careful.
So what this is saving civilians, or I guess your classmates. If you save every single classmate in every single level, you get the best ending of the game. The best ending is pretty much the final boss. If you don't get all of them, obviously you get the bad ending, which is not preferable. I'm playing this on a file where I already have Juliet fully upgraded, and I have all of the costumes and stuff like that, so I'll be showing those off, and yeah, it's just to make it go a little smoother. I have all my health upgrades. This is probably one of the games that I've played the most recently.
Oh, great. This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. Hey, her! Don't be looking at my skirt!
And yeah, the zombies say a lot of really weird, really funny things sometimes. Some of the most memorable lines are from the boss zombies, which we'll get into when we see them. But yeah, the story is my favorite part of the game. There's no real, like, story, but it's just the dialogue and the cutscenes I really enjoy. That's not to say that the gameplay isn't good, because it is fun. And I do love trying to get the best score possible. I'll be talking about in each stage how to get the best score. And you'll see we're getting gold and silver medals. The silver medals are worth more when you're trying to collect everything in the game. Things that you can unlock are background music. You could just, customize the music in the game. Costumes, which are, like, you can unlock your family member costumes by beating certain levels with beating Dad's high score. And there are other costumes that are kind of inspired by random Japanese animes that have somewhat to do with, like, zombie themes. So I'll be showing some of them off in certain videos.
Watch out!
Come on, get away from me!
And it's not a long game either, which is why I think I've been able to pick it up and play it so many times. Like, usually when I play a game, I'll play it once or twice and then I'll be done with it, at least lately. Also, this is kind of like if you've ever played a Devil May Cry or a God of War game. It's pretty much like your Devil Trigger, sort of. I forget what it's called in this game. But the song that plays is Hey Mickey, the Hey Mickey, you're so fine, that song.
My favorite president is Warren G.
The soundtrack is... I've never understood that. My favorite president is Warden G. Hardin. But yeah, sparkle hunting is really important if you're getting better ranks and such like that. This part is probably the most annoying part in the first level because you have to escort your classmate to the other side of this parking lot. And no one likes escort missions, so this kind of sucks. Most of the male classmates are voiced by Ben Diskin, who you may know as, I think he was number 2 in Codename Kids Next Door. He was the fat one with the goggles. And I think he played Venom in the Spectacular Spider-Man. Like I said, voice cast is all really spectacular. Music is pretty great too. A lot of it is licensed music. Like I said before, it was Hey Mickey. And we'll get to some others later on down the road. And here, that's when you would use the lower attack. You saw that enemy that was crawling on the ground there. That's when you would use that. And the things that I'm doing, how I'm spinning her around in circles, you do that by pressing X and then square. These are the attacks I use the most often for sparkle hunting because you're getting in such a radius that you're attacking multiple enemies at once. I haven't talked about sparkle hunting, but to get sparkle hunting, you have to kill at least 3 enemies in a row within a certain amount of time. You can get a lot of enemies, which means you can get a lot of silver medals. One level in particular, you can get buttloads of silver medals in. But yeah, this is just the tutorial level. This doesn't really count as a level. I think it said even in the beginning cutscene that it was the prologue.
Fantastic job, kid.
Glad you made it, pilot dude!
Where's the bee?
Hold on, this is too dangerous. I'll meet you in the square. Jesus God! Get off me, you bastard! Oh shit! Don't let
Oh no! He crashed over by the school and is probably dead! Just a second!
Hey, it's Mom, Juliet. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Don't do anything stupid, okay?
So that is Juliet's chainsaw phone. Periodically through the game, she'll get calls from her mom or other family members.
Some shopping.
And here's a shop. You can get stuff in there. This level shouldn't really take that long. Not counting cutscenes, should probably take you about between 10 and 15 minutes. All the other levels are about, if you're good at them, I'd say maybe between a half hour to 45 minutes. First time through, probably about an hour. So the zombies that have names over them, they have more health, thus making them sort of boss zombies. They're never really going to give you a hard time. But then again, they're zombies, so when have zombies ever really given you a hard time in games? And yeah, since Juliet is a cheerleader, she's pretty agile. She can jump around. I always think that they put a lollipop back here. The lollipops are sort of collectibles, but they're sort of not, because they also act as your health. If you are running low on health, just press the D-pad, just any direction on the D-pad, and you can refill your health with a lollipop. But they are hidden in certain places, so they do act as collectibles. And here's a good place to get some sparkle hunting, especially if you go into your Devil Trigger. I'm just going to call it a Devil Trigger, because I'm not sure what it's called, and I'm more used to Devil May Cry. Like I said, the zombies have some pretty memorable lines, which is weird because they're zombies. We're probably not going to see my favorite zombie line till the next video. But we've already had some pretty memorable lines, like my favorite president is Warden G. Harding, and let me fuck your father, stuff like that. It's just a completely ridiculous game. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, which I like. I hate when games are like this, but try and take themselves seriously, because it just doesn't make sense. And yeah, you can jump over enemies. Sometimes that'll work to your advantage when you jump over one enemy and then you go right into another attack to attack another enemy. That can be pretty useful. This is probably the only part where I'll introduce or I'll talk about gameplay mechanics, because they don't really introduce much past this, but when they do, I'll talk about them then, just to get it all out of the way now, so I can focus more on talking about what I like about the game. But yeah, the combat it's a lot of fun. I wasn't really expecting to like this game at all. I was just at work one day, and I was passing by the electronics section. I was just like, what the hell's this game? What the hell's Lollipop Chainsaw? And I just bought it. It was a complete impulse buy, and I have no regrets. Because, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite games, like, ever. It's probably in my top 10. Which is completely ridiculous, because it's a game about a cheerleader that fights zombies. That could be pretty cruel pretty easily. Shut up, zombies. So here we get the first real kind of like challenging boss zombies. These guys are Cdc Zombies. Some of them have names. They sort of become common enemies, sort of. Like, they won't be bosses, but they'll just kind of hang around later on in certain levels. This is really the only time where they take sort of a while to whittle them down. These are the only enemies in the game that can be actually hurt with stun attacks, because otherwise they'll just stun them, but boss zombies, it'll actually hurt them. I'm not sure why. So if you want a quick way to do it, because your stun attacks are pretty quick, that's a pretty good technique to use. But we're coming up on the end of the level. I'll probably end the video after the cutscene, so stay tuned for the next episode where we get to the next level.
Oh, Nick, please be okay. Nick? Nick, are you here? It's okay to come out. Nick? Oh, please.
Juliet!
I'm so hungry.
Ah! Ow! Shit!
Are you okay, Juliet?
Yes, Are you?
One bit me. Just a little bit. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Huh?
Oh no, it can't be.
I feel it in me. I'm gonna become one, huh? Fuck! I'm screwing up your birthday, aren't I? I'm sorry, Juliet. I don't want to fuck up your birthday.
My birthday? Don't worry about that. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Listen, I know it's stupid. We just started getting serious, but I wanted you to know. I know I've never said it or anything, but I kind of sort of, you know, love you. Oh, I fucking love you. Oh.
Nick. No. There's something we can try. It's the only chance we have to save you.
Juliet? What the fuck?
I love you too, baby.